Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art studio, where today I had a happy accident. Seriously, I watched Bob Ross today, 2 episodes, to get in the mood to do some painting and do some instruction. And this guy here, my orc goblin guy, was a huge happy accident. What happened was I had my white paper and I put some dark on it to tone my paper, and it got way too dark. And I learned the hard way last time it wasn't going to work. So I thought, well, let's try something. I'll do a light white wash over the top of it. And it lit it up a bit, but I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So I said, let's just go for it. And I did. I did a sketch. I got a video right here of me doing it. Stay tuned. And when I was done, it turned out just fantastic. So then, knowing me, I got my pencils out and started coloring it. I wasn't going to do that, but I did it anyway. And the colors even look pretty good. So this guy was a huge, huge happy accident, and probably the best one I did today. This is my 3rd one of today. One thing I want to say real quick is my TikTok account is blowing up huge, and I just gained 3 subscribers on YouTube today alone. Something's happening. I think maybe finally things are turning around for me here. So if you could like and subscribe, go to TikTok or YouTube. Either way, this video will be on both, and you can watch the video. You guys ready? You want me to see me make this thing? 3, 2, 1, go.
Once upon a time, an orc rented a cabin in the woods with a witch and 2 trolls, splitting the rent. One day, there was a knock at the door. "Not again," the witch said, with a sigh. "I'm tired of being harassed by kids selling popcorn for a fundraiser for a trip across the sea. I've never been across the sea, and I don't know why I have to pay for someone else's trip." "Don't worry your pretty little head," the orc said, heading to the door. "I know how to deal with these popcorn salespeople." The orc opened the door, and to his amazement, instead of kids selling popcorn, the local sheriff stood, holding a sheet of paper. "What can I do for you, officer?" the orc asked, annoyed. "I have a summons for a Miss Esmeralda Huntington, who resides at this address," the sheriff replied, looking up at the giant orc straddling the doorway. "She's not home," the orc lied, covering for his cabin mate. "Don't bother trying to lie to cover for her," the sheriff said. "I saw her in the yard from the road as I approached." "Oh, you mean the witch?" the orc asked unconvincingly. "I didn't know her name." "Hey, Esmeralda, the cops are here for you," the orc yelled. "Tell them to leave, I'm not coming out," the witch yelled from the kitchen. "If she doesn't come out, we will go inside and serve her," the sheriff said, with his arms folded. Shaking his head and frustrated that he was in the middle of this, the orc yelled, "Get out here and talk to them. I don't want any trouble." The witch asked, "What do they want with me?" The sheriff replied with a smile, "Tell her she has a court date and the summons has all the details. I have to hand it to her in person." "Court date for what?" the orc asked. "I can't go into details with you. Just get her out here, now," the sheriff barked. "Esmeralda, get out here and talk to the sheriff. I don't want our neighbors seeing the cops on our porch and talking about us," the orc growled. "Oh heaven, what is it?" the witch said, pushing the orc aside. "What are you accusing me of now?" The sheriff handed the witch the summons, bowed his head, tipped his hat, and replied, "None of my business. My job is done. Have a nice day." Once upon a time, there lived a goblin who would sneak into town at night and kidnap children and hold them for ransom. The goblin made a good living stealing children until one day, when the goblin allegedly absconded with the child of the town mayor Aldous Greenheart. Aldous called an emergency council to form a posse tasked with recovering the mayor's child, arresting the goblin, and putting it on trial. Many of the townsfolk were upset that the mayor took so long to capture the goblin and only made an effort once his child's life was in peril. "My good mayor," Ms. Greenback said aloud at the meeting, "why have you waited so long to put an end to that disgusting goblin? Why is it that only when your child was taken did you decide to take action?" "What a silly question," the mayor replied. "I only care about my child. Your children mean nothing to me." The crowd at the meeting began to grumble at the mayor's response. Perth Silverhammer, the local baker, responded in a furious tone. "How dare you? Your child is no different than mine or anyone else's." "I beg to differ," Aldous replied. "My child is the child of the mayor."
Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art studio, where today I have gone back to my old roots of painting monsters and dinosaurs. This guy right here is my dinosaur. I think he's a T-Rex. He's not AI. I am not AI. And I have a video coming up to prove that. Now, I just spent some time listening to some Powerwolf. If you don't know what Powerwolf is, they're a metal band from Germany. I'm a metalhead, 100%. All my art is metal inspired. So I have a video coming up. It's awesome. I did some colored pencils, some ink wash, the whole shebang, and I'll get back to my boogly-eyed monsters, goblins, later. But this guy was fun. I think he looks really good. If you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. And here's your video.
Once upon a time, an evil scientist accidentally sent himself and his assistant Gloria back 83.6 million years to the Cretaceous era, to the time when the Tyrannosaurus Rex roamed North America. Not sure what had just happened and unfamiliar with her new surroundings, Gloria asked the doctor, "Are we lost?" "No, of course not," the evil scientist replied. "We are in the same location we were before, but not at the same time. We have traveled back in time when dinosaurs roamed the earth." "How are we going to get back?" Gloria asked. The scientist hesitated and replied, "We can't go back. We are trapped in this time." Gloria looked around for anything familiar, but nothing seemed like what she knew. "What's that smell?" Gloria asked. "I don't know," the scientist replied. "Most likely a combination of rotting flesh and dinosaur dung." "Do you think it's safe to be out here?" Gloria asked. "I don't think I like it here. We need to find shelter before we become prey for some Tyrannosaurus," the scientist replied. "To figure out where we can hide." "Didn't you think this through before you sent us back here?" Gloria asked. "I didn't plan to send us here in the first place. It was an accident, and now we will both pay for my stupidity." Gloria parted a few ferns so she could see what was around her. "Maybe we should start walking and see what we can find." Shaking his head, the scientist replied, "No, that would be dangerous. We can't just take off and hope for the best because we don't know what's out there that can eat us." "It would be like swimming in an alligator pool and hoping not to die." "Then what do you think we should do?" Gloria asked. "I can hear the dinosaurs, and I think they know where we are." "That is very possible. Some dinosaurs have an excellent sense of smell," the scientist replied. "Well, we can't leave, and we can't stay. What choice does that leave us?" Gloria asked, concerned. "Right now, my only plan is to make sure they eat you instead of me if it comes to that," the scientist replied. "I can probably run faster than you, so I should be safe for a while." "You've got to be kidding," Gloria said, with her hands firmly attached to her hips. "I am not lunch. You need to come up with a better plan now, mister. I didn't screw up and send us here, you did." "I know, Gloria, and I apologize for that, but circumstances have changed. You are no longer my assistant, and if I were you, I'd try to find a safe place to stay." "What about you?" Gloria asked. "I personally don't think there is a safe place to stay, and I will await my fate when it comes." "You mean you are going to let one of those monsters eat you? You're not even going to try and save yourself?" "You try it first, and I'll see how it goes, okay?" the evil scientist replied.